Hello and welcome to the Bill of Rights Institute This Week in Civics. My name is Rachel Davison-Humphreys, and you're on our weekly live stream talking about what's happening, what big ideas are in civic education this week. And this week, we're thinking a lot about the economy. What is the role of the US government in the economy? At the Bill of Rights Institute, we have a ton of resources for you to explore this topic with your students. For those of you that don't know, we have a Think the Vote website where you can explore exactly this issue. This week's Think the Vote website is, should the US government be more active in the economy? And in there, the past few years have been really challenging between the COVID-19 pandemic, supply chain problems, inflation, rising oil prices, and now the global effects of the war in Ukraine. They've all posed real challenges to the US economy. Our country has considered a lot of different policies for responding to these challenges. Some argue that the government needs to intervene more directly with the economy to manage it, to make sure it remains stable. Others argue that the government should not interfere in the private market and it only worsens the problem. How are you dealing with this with your students? How are you thinking through these ideas with those in your community? If you're looking for a bit of a historical precedent, I highly recommend our resource in our Life, Liberty, and Pursuit of Happiness curriculum called Did the New Deal End the Great Depression? So in our Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness resource, we have 35 different point-counterpoint essays. One of those point-counterpoint essays is two different scholars looking at the question of how government intervention affected the Great Depression. The New Deal policies around the Great Depression, did they actually end the Great Depression? So Glenda Gilmore, a professor at Yale University, and Michael Parrish, a professor at University of California, San Diego, go head to head in this resource. The link is below. You can take a look at it. Did the New Deal end the Great Depression? They each look at the issue. Did the spending and programs succeed in restoring American capitalism during the Great Depression? And should the government have spent more money to help the New Deal succeed? Or did the New Deal spend unprecedented amounts of money on relief and recovery efforts, but ultimately fail to stimulate a full economic recovery? So if you go to our links, you can see both of these places to talk about these ideas. And I really want to hear what you have to say. What is the role of the US government in our economy? Explore it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube, and I look forward to talking to you soon.